Well, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. Okay. If it's your first time joining me, my name is Kara, and I do talk about real talk. We talk about real life issues. We talk about celebrity gist. We talk about, my personal stories. We talk about career. If you click into my last video, I talked about investment, self-care, all about women empowering yourself, equipping yourself. So you're welcome back to my channel. How has your week been, guys? How has your week been? Mine has been lovely. Okay, so we all know that this weekend gone on Sunday was a Father's Day. I just want to say happy Father's Day to all fathers out there. How have your days been? Hope you had a lovely Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the aspiring fathers to be, all the fathers, and all the stepfathers who step in the spot for fathers that were unavailable, and if you're a mom and you're a single mom and you're in the space of being both the father and the mother, happy Father's Day to you. So yes, my Father's Day was with my husband and my children, okay? So we had a lovely Father's Day. We went out together the previous day, which was a Saturday. We went bowling and it was lovely, okay? So I just want to appreciate my husband. Happy Father's Day to you, my husband. I'm wishing you all the best, all right? I love you. I appreciate all you do for me and our children. God bless you. All right, so let's get straight into it. I just felt like I needed to come and probably further buttress on my last video, because I spoke about self-investment for women. I think it's very, very important, okay, especially in this day and age. As the economy is getting harder, only one income cannot hold a family together. So that's why I'm encouraging we women to equip ourselves, to invest in ourselves, right? So yes, if you want more on what I just said, you can always click and subscribe and go to my last video, and you would see how I talked more about self-care and self-investment. Right, so I think as we women, as we evolve, we are able to decide what we want in our lives. You reach a particular age when you reach over 40, yes, like I am, and you just know what you can take and what you cannot take in your life anymore. You've like been there, done that, or got a face pack, or got a face cap, or worn a t-shirt, and you won't be allowing that in your life anymore. So, and that takes me to this topic I'm going to deliberate on, this celebrity. Her name is Halle Berry. I like to talk about women that inspire me. So Halle Berry is the lady I'm talking about today. Well, it states that after 5 years of dating her present partner, her boyfriend Van Hunt, well, he proposed to her and then she turned it down. And she has her reasons, because, after 5 years of them dating together, 5 years is long enough. And you know how many years that is in celebrity years. So yeah. And then she says, I've been married 3 times. We don't need to get married to validate our love. Well, ladies, I want you to comment what you feel in the comment section, and I'm going to talk about this. What I feel about that is she's valid. She's made a point. Like I just said, when you reach a certain age as women, you realize what you can take and what you cannot take. And you realize, oh, I've been there, done that, I don't need it. So they don't, in her own opinion, she doesn't need a paper to validate their love, to validate how they feel about each other. The fact that they have a long-standing relationship of 5 years, that speaks volumes, you know. So they're both matured. He's a matured man, you know, so I think maybe he's in his 50s as well. So yes, she's like, we don't need to validate our love. She's talking from experience, in my opinion. She's been married, you know, she was married to a model, and French model, I think, and then they had a girl together, and she went through a lot. She went through a custody battle, she went through ups and downs, you know, and before that, she was married to her first husband, and yes. So yeah, I think it was Eric Benet, and yeah, so she's been there, done that, and she's like, at this point in time, she doesn't need to get married to feel like valid in their love. Or some women at this point in time, they just need a partner, they just need a companionship, you know. You have your own apartment, I have my own apartment, you have your own home, I have my own home. When we see each other, and when we finish seeing each other, you go back to your own home, I go back to my own home. Yeah, it works for them, you see? It works for them, matured minds together. You know, you have a celebrity that said, even though they're married, her husband lives in another state, and she lives in another state, and when they see each other, it's all butterflies, all, you know, gooey eye and all butterflies, and, you know, everybody with whatever works for them, because in this day and age, when you reach a certain age, you know what you want in life, you know, and that speaks from, like I said, knowing your self-worth. Remember, I spoke about self-worth. So she knows her self-worth. She knows she doesn't need to bear a name to say, oh, I'm Mrs. So-and-so, before she feels valid as a woman, or before she feels valid in their relationship, about their love. So yeah, kudos to her, that's what works for her. I mean, we've not heard anything bad about them in the last 5 years. If anything, she was on the talk show and he came to surprise her with flowers, you know. So yes, they still keep the fire of love burning, you know. So yes, I do appreciate her honesty, you know. So good for her. So moving right along, all right? Like I spoke about women, self-care, self-love. So what have you been up to? Have you been taking care of yourself? Have you gone to look at my last video to see what I talked about? And talking about self-love, self-care is very, very important to make sure you look good. And I just want to ask your opinion about this. Do you think it's lovely? I want to take you back, okay? I'm going to take you back to when I had all this done. Shout out to my sister, by the way, my younger sister. She's the one that did my makeup, all right? Let me know if you're interested in getting all dolled up. She's in Manchester, okay? I can send her your way. And this is years back, all right? And this is the banner that I used for my 40th birthday. Yay. I was just in the garage and I was like, oh my gosh, it's been ages. And I was like, this looks good. I can use it for my background, my backdrop. So what do you think about that? Yes, throwing it back, eh? I like to keep things. Let me just tell you, I like to keep things, all right? I can assure you, this is the wedding ring that my husband gave me since we've been married, and we've been married for 19 years. He still doesn't believe it. He's lost his like a couple of times, yes. So yeah, he still doesn't believe that this is the wedding ring he gave to me. But anyways, we move. So yes, knowing your self-worth. When you're at a particular age, you know what you can and can't allow in your life. And like I said, she has her own, okay? And he has his own. So she doesn't need to rely on him financially. Like I said, a woman, you don't need to rely on a man financially, okay? A man also wants a lady that's financially stable in her own right, okay? So if anything, you add value to each other, all right? So yes, you have to be financially stable. Even if you're not all that, if you have a job and you have a job, so you have things going in your way, you have a career, yeah, and that's good, because sometimes even in a relationship, the husband has to lean on the wife. Probably, he's having a setback with his work or with his job, and then he has to lean on the wife, and also vice versa. If a wife is going through something as well, she has to lean on the husband. And that's how it is. We've seen cases of women that they'll be like, oh, my husband doesn't want me to work. He wants me to stay at home and take care of the kids. And then there was a situation whereby the husband is financially down. And because he told the wife not to work, and they go through a very difficult time, they go through hardship. So in order to be prepared, for future mishaps, that's why I do encourage us as women to have our own, you know what I'm saying? So yes, and that'll be all for today. Okay, it's just all about women empowerment here. Like I said, go for courses, educate yourself, make sure you look good. Oh, talking about here, if you're a makeup artist, that's another side hustle they can have on the side, okay? Or if you know how to make hair, that's another side hustle they can have on the side. You've seen some ladies that they have a house, they live with their husband and have a garage at the back, they convert it into a salon, or they convert it into Airbnb, the husband and wife, they do the business together, I went to Manchester with my husband, this man, where we rented the Airbnb from, they have the house in front and the garage was converted to an Airbnb, and they're making money from it. So yes, we have to strategize ways about making money, making ends meet, especially me. Oh my gosh, like I need to do another video. If you want me to talk about how I intend to prepare my son for starting university, college, as you say in America, then stay tuned. All right. So if you got this far, thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate you. If you're a returning subscriber, I really do appreciate you. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much. But just click on the subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button so you'll be notified when another video drops. Until next time.